God is a God of change, and He transforms, and that's what we sometimes need to do to be able to be the best church that He would want us to be. My name is Richie Hawkins. I'm the pastor of the Golden Hills Church in Bellevue, Nebraska, and I've been here almost 3 years. As soon as we arrived here, we noticed that there was something different. We didn't get to meet the church family immediately, but the people that we met were incredibly kind, very welcoming. I always kind of make the joke of in church, we say, "How are you? Good. How are you? Good." Like they mean it here. Like they don't just say good. They actually talk about their week. They actually express themselves, and they're real and genuine. And I mean, we do have some people that they cling to tradition, and tradition is great, but God didn't call us to be comfortable. He called us out of the boat.
My name is Carrie Maraquin, and I go to Golden Hills Seventh-day Adventist Church here in Bellevue, Nebraska. I am the potluck coordinator. I'm also part of the social committee, Vacation Bible School director, and just kind of help out wherever I'm needed in the church. Change is hard. It's really hard. It's hard for me. I'm a veteran. 27 years in the military. Change is never easy. We've changed locations, changed living. It's not fun. And when you come to a church where you have members that have been here literally for decades and they don't want to change, it's really hard to get them to change.
It was tough because leaving the boat, your comfort zone, is scary for people, and they don't like change.
When we first started coming, I didn't have any roles initially in the church. It was pretty quiet. I did see some things that I wanted to get involved with right away. Social committee, there was little things that they were doing internally, like a chili cook-off or like a bingo. And those were really cute. I liked that this church had little events that were going on, but I noticed they were very restricted just to in the church. And so the turnout was kind of small. And I just thought it would be nice if we could do things on a bigger scale. One of the things I wanted to do was open it up to the larger community. And we started to invite our Spanish church to, do participate things with us. They're right across the parking lot, and growing our potluck lunches and having a larger fellowship group. And that connection, just that connection right there, made the relationship so much better. Our interaction with them became just stronger. Our friendships grew. We talked to them regularly, and I just didn't understand why that wasn't there before, and now it's just 10 times better. There was no VBS for 5 years, and it was kind of hard to understand because I think there's a great opportunity in this area to showcase. I think it's so important to show God's love and all the things that God has done for us. And I was like, okay, I'll do it, but it takes a team. It really does take a village. And so we just started ordering supplies, looking at the program, and it took off. And I think the first year we had about 18 kids, and it was great. The kids had a blast. The volunteers had a blast. And then so last summer, we did it again, and we used our lessons learned, and we had 26 kids. We did a pancake feed, and we invited the Bellevue Police Department, and they brought the fire department. Both churches showed up. The Sudanese community showed up. It was by far our largest event, and we did it on a Sunday. And we advertised it to the community. It was such a great experience because it brought all the churches closer together. It also opened it up to community members. People saw our flyers and our signs and came and, got a gift bag. And if they come back, great. At least they know we're here.
One of the biggest things that I love about this church, and I mention it almost every week, is the diversity. I come from a state that's 99% white, and I always wanted to be in a place that looked like heaven. And I genuinely think that Golden Hills looks like heaven every week because we have a diverse church. And I think that's important. I think that so many times we live separately on earth and we kind of segregate ourselves. and that's not what heaven's going to be like. And so that's something that I've really enjoyed about this church, and I've really tried to grow the diversity working with James.
My name is James Royce. I'm going to church to Golden Hills, Seventh Adventist. My role is elder, one of the elders in the church. I've been in this church since 2018. I came here with my family and my Sudanese community. We have our own Sabbath school with our local language. Because the diversity that we have with our family, that is a breakdown of communication in terms of languages. We need to make sure that we have a Sabbath school where we digested the Bible together, and then when we join the church, they understand what is going on. Because the only thing we know, we come here is to pray together, listen, and understand what is going on with the Lord. We have a Bible study every fourth week of the month. Work with the mission or Open Door Mission. Our congregations are participating in that program. But we have very strong community that have acquired. That is strong. I would advise, if possible, you can join our team to listen what the Sudanese music is. It was very good, but the issue of the language. But God knows. Listen, all of us to pray with the different language. But we are the same God that we are praying.
My name is Warner Marquin. I'm currently attending Golden Hills Church. One thing that's universal about language, if you smile, people automatically understand that. And if you give them a fist pump, which I love to do, they understand that. And that goes as well with our South Sudanese church family. Also intention, got our youth involved. How do we get our young adults and teenagers involved? They need to know that they are thought of. They're not just attending church or serving in the church, but being part of the church family. Being part of the function of the church is so important. They need to know that they mean something.
As I've been here, people are realizing I can be authentic, I can be real. I don't have to pretend and put on a mask.
When they come back to Golden Hills now, and we've heard this, they're like, wow, something's different about this church. I was here before, and I didn't come back for a long time. Now they're coming back and they're staying. So there's something about Golden Hills that really is golden. God is definitely working in this church.
We had a family that had a few kids, 3 kids, and he was stationed here at the Air Force Base. The kids came to VBS and they really enjoyed that, and we just embraced them as a family of Christ, and they had attended for quite a while, and then they came to me and they had some really sad news and said that they were being redeployed, reassigned somewhere else. And obviously we were devastated, we were very sad, and they said, but before we go, the husband and wife wanted to get baptized because they wanted this to be their home church. They wanted this to be their family, their official family. And the kids were all young, so the mom and dad got baptized, and then a week later they had to move away. But it was beautiful to see that even though they knew they were leaving, they wanted to kind of make ties here because they just loved this family so much that they wanted to officially be a part of it. We want to be a shining light on a hill. We want as many people to come to Christ as possible. We just want people to come through these doors and just feel like they've come home for Thanksgiving or something, that they're just so genuinely loved and people are excited to see them.
This is a diverse church that you will not miss. Anything you want with your language, with friendship, with anything, they support you.
Come and visit Golden Hills Church. You'll find people who really love Jesus. They will receive a great hug or a great handshake or a great fist pump, and that's important. They need to know that there is a church family here that is keeping it real and being authentic with Jesus Christ.
We can't just talk about Jesus, we need to live like Jesus. He spent time with the people that no one else wanted to be around, the social rejects, the people who are despised. That's the people he chose to be around. And I think it's important that they are seen. It's easy for us to go up to people that we relate to, that look like us, that talk like us. And it's comfortable. But we weren't called to live comfortably. We were called to live for Christ, and that's what we have to do.